What if I told you that everything you have ever been taught about succeeding in business, achieving your financial goals, and about building a life of freedom? We have been fed a powerful and pervasive narrative for generations. We are constantly told to be relentless go-getters, to chase the money with every ounce of our being, to hustle harder than everyone else around us, and to aggressively take what we believe is rightfully ours. This philosophy is plastered across motivational posters, preached from the stages of high-energy business seminars, and echoed in the boardrooms of corporations worldwide. It's the gospel of modern ambition, a creed that promises rewards to those who are the most assertive or the most demanding. This go-getter mentality seems to make perfect, logical sense on the surface. After all, if you want something, shouldn't you go out and get it? The world, we are taught, is a competitive arena, a zero-sum game. We are instructed to see every negotiation as a battle, every lead as a conquest, and every transaction as a victory to be won. The prevailing wisdom suggests that hesitation is a weakness, and that a moment spent not actively pursuing your own gain is a moment wasted. This relentless drive is celebrated as the hallmark of a true entrepreneur, the defining characteristic of a winner who refuses to settle for anything less than first place. I've come to realize a startling and controversial truth. This celebrated go-getter strategy is not the path to stratospheric success. In fact, it is often the fastest way to hit a hard, unforgiving ceiling. It's a short-term tactic that can yield some initial results, making you feel like you are making progress, but it ultimately limits your growth, drains your energy, and poisons the very relationships you need to build a lasting enterprise. The constant chase, the endless hustle, and the mindset of taking create a cycle of burnout and diminishing returns that keeps you running in place, forever striving, but never truly arriving. Today, we are going to dismantle this sacred cow of the business world. We are going to dive deep into the single most controversial, yet profoundly effective, piece of business advice I have ever received and implemented in my own life. It's a principle that flies in the face of everything the gurus of hustle culture have ever told you. The advice is simple, yet radical. Stop being a go-getter. Start becoming a go-giver. This shift in perspective is not just a minor tweak to your strategy, it is a fundamental transformation of how you view the world, your clients, and your own value. It is the hidden key that unlocks sustainable, long-term wealth and fulfillment. The core philosophy of the go-getter is fundamentally transactional. When a go-getter looks at a potential client or a new business opportunity, their primary focus is almost always on what they can take from the interaction. They see a lead not as a person with a problem to be solved, but as a dollar sign waiting to be captured, a number to be added to their sales quota. Their internal monologue is dominated by questions like, how can I close this deal? What can I get out of this relationship? This mindset immediately frames the dynamic as a contest of wills. Their goal is to extract as much value for themselves as possible, often with little regard for the other party's satisfaction or long-term well-being. This transactional approach creates a subtle but powerful resistance in the marketplace. People have a natural, almost primal instinct to detect when they are being sold to or got. They can sense what is often called commission breath, that desperate self-serving energy focused on someone's own wallet. When a prospect feels like they are just a means to your end, their defensive walls go up immediately. They become more skeptical, more resistant to your proposals, and less willing to trust you. You are no longer seen as a helpful advisor, but as an adversary in a negotiation, making genuine rapport nearly impossible. The fundamental flaw in the go-getter strategy is you cannot truly serve someone if your primary motivation is to get something from them. True service is about genuinely solving a problem for another person. It requires empathy, deep listening, and a sincere desire to improve their situation. However, if your mind is preoccupied with your own financial gain, with hitting your target, making your commission, closing the sale at all costs, then you are not focused on solving the client's problem. Instead, you are focused on solving your own problem, lack of money. This conflict of interest is transparent to the people you are trying to help, and it sabotages your efforts before you even begin. This is why so many ambitious, hard-working individuals find themselves stuck. They are hustling, making calls, pushing for deals, yet their success remains frustratingly capped. They hit a revenue plateau they can't seem to break through. They struggle with client retention. They feel like they are constantly swimming upstream against market resistance. They are doing everything they've been told to do to get success, but fail to realize that the very act of getting is holding them back. In the sections to come, we will explore the radical alternative, the go-giver mindset, and reveal how focusing on giving value is the most powerful and profitable business strategy you will ever implement. In a world that is increasingly saturated with noise, scams, and relentless get-rich-quick schemes, the simple act of leading with value has become a radical competitive advantage. The default posture of the modern consumer is one of skepticism. We are bombarded with so many advertisements, sales pitches, and disingenuous offers that our guard is permanently up. We have been conditioned to believe that everyone is trying to sell us something, and that every interaction has a hidden cost. This environment of pervasive distrust is precisely where the go-giver's strategy doesn't just work, it thrives. By being the one person who gives first, without an immediate string attached, you instantly differentiate yourself from the entire transactional crowd. When you lead with genuine value, free advice, a helpful introduction, or taking the time to truly understand someone's problem, you are performing an act of psychological judo. You're using the market's own momentum of distrust against itself. By subverting the expectation that you are there to take something, you effectively disarm the other person's natural skepticism. Their defensive walls, built high from countless negative experiences with go-getters, begin to crumble. This act of giving lowers the barrier to trust far more effectively than any clever sales script or high-pressure closing tactic ever could. You move from being a potential threat to a potential ally in a single, generous move. This approach is not about being naive or working for free indefinitely. It is a strategic and intelligent way to build the most critical asset in any business relationship: trust. Trust is the bedrock upon which all long-term, high-value transactions are built. People buy from, and remain loyal to, those they know, like, and trust. The go-getter tries to bypass this crucial step, aiming straight for the transaction, which is why they meet so much resistance. The go-giver, on the other hand, understands that investing in trust is the most profitable investment they can make. The value they give away up front is a down payment on a future relationship that will pay dividends far exceeding the initial cost. This psychological shift is beautifully encapsulated in the book The Go-Giver by Burg John David Mann, which outlines the 5 laws of stratospheric success. These laws provide a framework for understanding why this giving-first approach is not just a feel-good philosophy, but a pragmatic and powerful system for achieving extraordinary results. They invert the traditional me-first business mindset, arguing that massive success is not something you pursue and take, but something that flows to you as a direct result of the value you contribute. In the following sections, we will explore each of these 5 laws to understand the deep psychology that makes the go-giver strategy so profoundly effective. The first and most foundational of the 5 laws is the law of value. The law of value, which states, your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. This is perhaps the most frequently misunderstood principle in the go-giver philosophy. It does not mean you should undercharge, work for free, or operate your business at a loss. Instead, it speaks to the critical distinction between price and value. Price is a specific, objective dollar figure, what your customer pays. Value, on the other hand, is the subjective experience of worth, desirability, benefit that the customer receives. The goal of a go-giver is to ensure that the perceived value always and significantly exceeds the price paid. Think about a time you made a purchase and walked away feeling like you got an incredible deal. Maybe you hired a consultant who saved you thousands more than their fee, or you bought a piece of software that streamlined your workflow so much that its modest price felt like a steal. In those moments, you weren't just a satisfied customer, you became an evangelist for that product or service. This is the law of value in action. The business didn't just meet your expectations, it shattered them. This creates a powerful emotional response of delight and gratitude, which translates directly into fierce loyalty, glowing testimonials, and enthusiastic referrals. The go-getter aims for a fair exchange. The go-giver aims for an overwhelmingly positive one. Let's use a concrete example to illustrate this. Imagine an accountant who charges a client $1,000 to prepare their annual tax return. This is the price. A go-getter accountant might perform the service competently and deliver the completed return, fulfilling their end of the bargain. The client pays the price and receives the expected service. A neutral transaction. A go-giver accountant, however, goes further. They take the time to deeply understand the client's financial situation, uncover several perfectly legal loopholes and deductions the client was unaware of, and ultimately saving them $5,000. The client paid a price of $1,000 but received a value of $5,000. The result of this interaction is transformative. The client doesn't just feel satisfied. They feel like they hit the jackpot. They feel cared for, understood, and brilliantly served. They will never consider using another accountant again, and they will likely tell every friend and business associate they know about the amazing professional who saved them thousands. The Go-Giver accountant didn't work for free, they were paid their fee, but by focusing on delivering immense value far beyond the price tag, they secured a loyal, high-paying client for life and created a powerful source of future business through word-of-mouth marketing. This is the essence of the law of value: give more, get more. Section 3. The law of compensation, the power of scale. While the law of value focuses on the depth and quality of the value you provide, the second law, the law of compensation, focuses on its breadth. It states, your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. This law provides the crucial link between your giving and your financial success. It clarifies that your compensation is not determined by how hard you work, how many hours you put in, or how aggressively you sell. Instead, it is directly proportional to your impact. To put it into a simple formula, your potential wealth is a product of the value you create, multiplied by the number of people you are able to reach with that value. This concept explains why certain professions and business models have a virtually unlimited income ceiling, while others are severely capped. A massage therapist, for example, provides immense value, but their income is limited because they can only serve one person at a time. They have a high-value, low-scale business. In contrast, an author who writes a life-changing book also provides immense value. Through publishing and distribution, that same value can be delivered to millions simultaneously. The author serves a massive number of people, which is why they can achieve stratospheric financial success. Therefore, if you want to dramatically increase your income, you must find a way to serve more people. This is the principle of scale. The go-getter often gets trapped by thinking only about increasing their price, trying to squeeze more money out of each individual transaction. The go-giver thinks differently. They ask, how can I take the incredible value I am providing to one person and provide it to 10, 100, or 1 million people? This question forces a shift from a linear one-to-one business model to an exponential one-to-many model. It's the leap from being a service provider to being a business owner, an innovator, or a creator. This is why businesses built around scalable solutions often generate extraordinary wealth. Software, online courses, media, franchise models. They are designed from the ground up to solve a problem for a massive audience. The creators of these businesses focus first on creating something of genuine value, a tool that saves time, a course that teaches a new skill, a video that inspires, and then they leverage technology and systems to distribute that value as widely as possible. They understand that their compensation is not a prize to be won, but a reflection of the sheer scale of their positive impact on the world. Section 4. The law of influence. Placing others first. The third law, the law of influence, cuts to the very heart of building a powerful personal network. It states, your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. This is another concept that seems counterintuitive to the go-getter, who believes influence is about having power over others, being persuasive, or getting people to do what you want. The go-giver understands that true, lasting influence is not something you push onto others. It is something you pull towards you. It is the natural result of becoming known as someone who consistently and genuinely looks out for the success and well-being of other people. The key to this law is to stop keeping score. A go-getter might do a favor for someone, but in the back of their mind, a mental ledger is created. They think, okay, now they owe me one. This is not influence. This is being a creditor. You are simply engaging in a delayed transaction. True influence comes from giving freely, without an implicit expectation of a quid pro quo. When you make an introduction, share a valuable resource, or offer a word of encouragement simply because you want to see the other person win, you are building a deep well of social capital. You are creating a network of people who don't feel indebted to you, but who feel inspired by you. By consistently focusing on other people's wins, you build what can only be described as a personal army of ambassadors. These are people who have experienced your generosity and integrity firsthand. They trust you, they admire you, and because of that they want to see you succeed. They will proactively look for opportunities to help you, not because they feel obligated, but because they are genuinely invested in your success. They will sing your praises to others, send referrals your way, and open doors you didn't even know existed. This is the power of pull. Instead of constantly hunting for opportunities, opportunities start hunting for you. This is why the most well-connected and influential people are often the most generous with their time and contacts. They don't hoard their relationships, they share them. They understand that their network's value isn't in what it can do for them, but in what they can do for their network. By becoming a hub of value and connection for others, they become the indispensable center of that network. Their influence grows not from what they demand, but from what they contribute. This creates a powerful, self-perpetuating cycle where the more they help others, the more their own influence and success expand automatically. Section 5. The laws of authenticity and receptivity. The complete cycle. The final two laws, authenticity and receptivity, complete the Go-Giver framework by ensuring the cycle of giving is both sustainable and genuine. The law of authenticity states, the most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. In a marketplace filled with polished corporate branding, automated bots, and carefully crafted sales scripts, being a real, genuine human being has become a profound competitive advantage. All the sales techniques and marketing funnels in the world will ultimately fail if the person behind them isn't trusted. People don't just buy products or services, they buy into the people and the stories behind them. This law encourages you to bring your full personality, your unique quirks, and your genuine passion into your business. Don't try to be a slick, flawless version of what you think a successful entrepreneur should be. Be you. Share your struggles as well as your successes. Speak in your own voice, not the voice of a marketing textbook. When you are authentic, you create a real human connection. People can sense it. This authenticity builds trust on a much deeper level. Creating customers who feel like they are part of your tribe, not just a number on your sales report. The most valuable asset you have is your unique identity. Trying to hide it is the worst business decision you can make. Finally, we arrive at the law of receptivity, which is often the most challenging part for aspiring go-givers. It states, the key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. Many people are comfortable with giving but deeply uncomfortable with receiving. When someone pays them a compliment, they deflect it. When someone offers them a generous payment, they feel guilty. This mindset, while seemingly humble, actually breaks the cycle of success. Giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. They are like exhaling and inhaling. You cannot do one forever without the other. To refuse to receive is just as selfish as to refuse to give, because it denies the other person the joy and fulfillment of their own act of giving. To be a successful go-giver, you must learn to receive gracefully. When a client offers you payment for your valuable service, accept it with gratitude, knowing you have earned it, by delivering exceptional value. When someone offers you a referral or an opportunity, say, thank you, and embrace it. By staying open to receiving, you honor the value you have created and allow the cycle of abundance to continue. It acknowledges that you are worthy of the success that comes from your contributions. Together, these 5 laws create a complete, powerful, and deeply human philosophy for business. One that replaces the stressful chase of the go-getter with the fulfilling and far more profitable journey of the go-giver. A real example, the salesperson. Give your best secret. A top-performing salesperson in a mid-sized SaaS company decided to try something radical. Instead of hoarding premium tips, she started giving away her best onboarding checklist for free. She emailed it to prospects, posted it on LinkedIn, and walked new leads through it in discovery calls without asking for a sale. The checklist solved common early adopter fears. It removed friction. It made prospects feel helped before any contract was discussed. Over 6 months, her pipeline changed. Prospects who received the checklist booked deeper demos. The checklist shortened sales cycles by an average of 2 weeks. Her close rate increased because prospects trusted her expertise. Her colleagues who used traditional pushy scripts saw no change. Her manager measured referral rates and found them up 42%. People were referring peers because they had already received real value, worthy of sharing. This outcome ties directly to the law of value and the law of influence. By giving more than the price asked, she increased perceived value instantly. By placing prospects' needs first, she built influence. People wanted to help her win. They introduced her to friends and internal champions without being asked. The revenue impact was measurable: higher average deal size and better retention in post-sale months. The key lessons are simple and repeatable. Give a genuine solve. Make the help actionable. Make it free and easy to access. Track the behaviors it changes. Demo depth, time to close, referral mentions. When you prove the shift with numbers, the give-first approach stops being controversial and starts being a new baseline for sales playbooks. That's the core of this case. Another real example: the creator. Give free value. Experience massive scale. A content creator in the business coaching space decided to publish his best frameworks openly. He made a 3-part video series that revealed how he built an online course funnel. He posted it for free on YouTube. He expected a trickle of views. Instead, views exploded. The videos were practical, step by step, and immediately usable. Viewers applied the methods and posted results. Social proof multiplied. The creator's authority rose quickly. From month 1 to month 9, his subscriber base grew tenfold. His email list grew from niche hundreds to tens of thousands. Conversion to paid products increased because his free content had already delivered measurable wins for the audience. Revenue didn't come from the free videos. It came from the trust they built. His paid cohort program filled with clients who had already benefited from the free training and were eager to go deeper. This is the law of compensation in action. The same high-value content scaled to thousands. 1 hour of recorded work served many, multiplying income potential. The law of receptivity also mattered. He accepted payments and enrollments graciously, allowing the giving cycle to complete. He set clear boundaries. Free content solved immediate problems. Paid offers delivered deeper transformation. That clarity protected him from being drained while maximizing reach. For creators, this proves a simple strategy: give your best ideas away, design clear, paid next steps, track content to conversion rates, track lifetime value of customers who came via free content, track referral velocity. When the metrics align, the go-giver model is not just ethical, it is the most scalable growth engine you can build. Yeah, that's the lesson. As we delve deeper into the go-giver philosophy, a single, persistent fear inevitably rises to the surface. People listen intently, they nod along with the 5 laws, they see the logic in the case studies, but then they ask the crucial question: but won't people just take advantage of me? If I give away my best ideas and help everyone freely, what's to stop them from just taking my value and running? This is a valid and understandable concern. It stems from a lifetime of the go-getter transactional worldview, where every interaction has a winner and a loser. Let's address this head-on. Yes, some people will. In any large sample of people, you will meet individuals who are purely takers. They will consume your free content, absorb your advice, take up your time, and give nothing back in return. Not a thank you, not a referral, certainly not their business. They will see your generosity as entitlement and exploit it without a second thought. It's an unavoidable reality of engaging with the public. To pretend otherwise would be naive. This is the part that scares people: the potential for being used and feeling foolish for your generosity. However, here's the crucial pivot, the part that separates the go-giver's success from the go-getter's fear. The number of people who will reward your generosity will far outweigh the few who take advantage of it. The scale is not even close. For every 1 person who takes your free checklist and disappears, there will be 10 others who see its value, trust your expertise, and become loyal followers. For every 10 of those, 1 will become a high-value client who pays for your premium services, refers their entire network, and becomes a walking, talking billboard for your business. The go-giver strategy is a game of scale and probability. You must be okay with the fact that not everyone is meant to be your client. In fact, the act of giving freely is the most effective filter you could ever design. The takers, the freebie seekers, the tire kickers, self-select out of your ecosystem. They were never going to become high-quality clients anyway. By giving value up front, you repel those who are only looking for a handout, and you magnetically attract those who appreciate value, respect expertise, and are willing to invest in real solutions. The fear of being used is a scarcity mindset. The reality is that your generosity is a powerful shield that protects you from low-quality prospects and clears the path for the best ones to find you. We have journeyed through the core philosophies. Now it is time to move from theory to practice. Knowledge without action is merely entertainment. For the next 30 days, I want to challenge you to fundamentally change your primary focus. This is not about adding more tasks. It is about shifting the intention. For the next 30 days, your daily mission is to change the core question you ask yourself each morning. Instead of waking up and asking, "How can I make a sale today?" or "How can I get more clients?" I want you to ask, "Who can I help today? How can I provide genuine value?" This question should guide your actions. Before you send an email, ask if it serves the recipient. Before you post on social media, ask if it teaches, inspires, or solves a problem for your audience. Before you get on a call with a prospect, your main goal should not be to close them, but to listen so deeply that you understand their problem better than they do, then offer the best possible solution, even if that solution isn't you. Commit to one clear act of giving each day. This doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Make a valuable introduction for 2 people in your network. Share a resource or tool that will help your followers. Write a detailed, thoughtful response to a question someone posted online. Track these small acts of giving. At the end of each day, write down what you did and how it made you feel. Move your focus from an outcome you can't control, making a sale, to an action you can control, providing value, which reduces anxiety and builds momentum. Practice the law of receptivity during these 30 days. When your giving leads to a thank you, a referral, or a request for your paid services, accept them graciously. Don't say, "It was nothing." Say, "You're very welcome, I'm glad it helped." When a warmed prospect asks how they can hire you, present your offer with confidence. This is the crucial second half of the equation. You are not giving to be a martyr. You are giving to start a virtuous cycle of value. Be as good at receiving as you are at giving. This 30-day challenge might sound cheesy or overly simplistic. The go-getter part of your brain might be screaming that this is a waste of time, that you should be hunting for leads and pushing for deals. I understand that skepticism. We have been conditioned for so long to believe that our effort must be directly tied to immediate financial reward. But I promise you, shifting your focus from getting to giving is the single most profitable business strategy you will ever implement. It is the master key that unlocks not just more income, but a more sustainable and fulfilling way of achieving success. Your bank account, over the long term, will thank you for making this change. This go-giver approach transforms your business from a constant, stressful grind into a source of genuine connection and impact. You will find that client relationships become easier and more enjoyable. Instead of battling skepticism, you will be greeted with trust and appreciation. Your marketing will cease to feel like a chore and will instead become a natural extension of your desire to help people. Opportunities will start to find you as your network of ambassadors grows and works on your behalf. You will attract higher quality clients who value your expertise and are a pleasure to work with, while repelling the energy-draining prospects who were never a good fit in the first place. The world does not need another aggressive go-getter chasing a commission. The world is desperate for authentic leaders, generous experts, and businesses that genuinely care about the people they serve. By choosing to be a go-giver, you are not just adopting a clever tactic, you are answering a fundamental need in the marketplace. You are becoming the person that people want to do business with, the signal in the noise. This is how you build a legacy, not just a balance sheet. It is how you create a business that nourishes your soul as much as it fills your wallet. So, the choice is yours. You can continue down the crowded, exhausting path of the go-getter, fighting for every scrap, and wondering why you feel so stuck. Or you can take a different path. You can choose to lead with value, to place others' interests first, and to trust that your own success will be a natural result. Be a go-giver. If you found this perspective controversial and challenging, or helpful, then my mission today was accomplished. Most entrepreneurs spend their lives being go-getters, constantly chasing the next lead and wondering why they're burnt out. But if you're ready to flip the script and start building a business that scales through massive value, you need to be part of this community. Click the merchant tree icon right here to subscribe and join a tribe of entrepreneurs who are moving from the hustle to the stratospheric. By hitting that button, you're not just following a channel, you're committing to a strategy that prioritizes your impact so your income can finally take care of itself. Don't leave your growth to chance, subscribe now, and let's build something that actually lasts. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore advanced strategies for scaling and sustainable growth. We're diving into more specific tactics that will take your success to the next level.